Somewhere along the way of my short existence, the new year just stopped feeling new. January 1st felt like every other day that came before it, and once again, I was forced to confront the failures of the past year and expose the unchanging rhythm of my own life. I woke up the same way, ate the same things, pushed off the same task, and told myself, there'll be another year. One day, it clicked. How could it be a new year if I wasn't new? No amount of restored motivation could cover up the dreams that flickered but never fully ignited. While others used the new year to start fresh, to me, it was just an uncomfortable reminder of what could have been. I didn't want to face my failures or admit to slipping up again and again and again. Over 80% of people fail to meet their New Year's resolutions, and here I was already failing the first months in. It wasn't for lack of desire or a shortage of dreams. Most of you know my ambitions are pretty grand. It was my untapped potential casting long shadows over the dawn of the new year. The past few months have taught me your year is what you make it. In that time, I posted 7 videos, hit a milestone, proved I can be productive, and finally got started on every goal I've ever had. But on the flip side, I failed to stay consistent, missed opportunities, and didn't have a single week where I met all of my goals. So instead of spending time remaking the same resolutions, I asked myself why I failed them to begin with. Looking back, I think there are a few things that contributed to my stalled progress. First, I lost sight of my why. Hyper-focusing on what I needed to do each day overshadowed why these pursuits were crucial in the first place. I didn't remind myself of the person I wanted to become or the future I wanted to build for myself. I tried not to even think about what I needed to do each day so I didn't have to admit I made the wrong choice by staying idle. I'm trying to fix this through journaling. This is a habit I've always wanted to form because it serves as a daily reminder of my why behind each goal, allowing me to reflect on my actions and motivate me to act. 2. I dreaded my weekly goals. When I looked at my to-do list, everything written down was just something I needed to do, not something I wanted to do. My goals felt like chores, so I spent more time avoiding them than actually doing them. I realized I need to reshape my perspective. Transforming negative associations with productivity, exercise, and other healthy habits into positive ones is vital. So finding ways to make each goal fun will help eliminate mental blocks, and every day will be something I actually look forward to.
Nice.
Third, I let distractions control me. The amount of hours I spent scrolling on my phone is insane. The funny thing is, I tried putting time limits on apps to be productive, but I just bypassed them with the tap of a button. Unhealthy foods were out in the open, workout gear buried underneath other clothes, and overall, I just didn't have an environment conducive for success. Limiting or even completely eliminating distractions is a necessity for me since I don't yet have the discipline to reject them. They say it's easier to avoid temptation than to resist it for good reason. Fourth, I didn't prioritize goals. I treated all of my goals with equal importance when some were more important than others. The 3 biggest things I needed to prioritize were diet, sleep, and exercise because these are the top 3 things influencing my energy, mental clarity, and motivation on a daily basis. How well I execute any other goal depends on these core 3, so if I were to only meet these goals each week, that would be a success. Fifth, I didn't hold myself accountable or stayed motivated. Journaling on my progress, rewarding myself for successes, and encouraging myself to keep going when I failed were all ways to be accountable and stayed motivated. These things were crucial at the start of my journey and are what I aim to do moving forward. And lastly, I made excuses instead of taking action. I always told myself I can do it later, I'm tired, I don't have what I need, etc. Resolving the faulty reasoning behind an excuse is one way to stop making them. I've invested in necessary tools and resources like workout clothes, language learning books, writing tools, just so I can stop saying I don't have XYZ to do my goal. But no amount of preparation is worth it if I don't take action. Planning out goals and dreaming of the future does nothing if I don't act on those dreams. And all of the previous points influence the excuses I make and the actions I take. My goals aren't merely resolutions, but a compass directing me towards a different narrative. One I'm determined to write with purpose, discipline, and the unwavering belief that this year will be different. 2024 is special to me not just because I'm characterizing it as my most transformative year yet, but also because it's the year of the dragon. I aim to embody the reputable traits associated with my zodiac animal. Just as the dragon represents strength, resilience, and the ability to overcome challenges, I see this as an invitation to embrace those qualities within myself. The decisions I make, the habits I cultivate, and the mindset I foster all contribute to the new self I'm developing. So while the clock striking midnight on January 1st was like hitting a replay button, I can move forward with knowledge I hadn't realized before. The failures of the past are merely stepping stones to the future. Change is a gradual process, and each day represents an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. So, to 2024, Year of the Dragon, you will be my most transformative year yet. Be patient with me. I'm still shedding my older self. I will fall into old habits, waste your days, and forget your importance, but only sparingly. Be proud of me. I'm inconsistently persistent. I'm forming the foundations of change, pursuing my potential, and growing a list of each day I seize. You will witness the first draft of my book, surpassed fitness levels, a healthy relationship with food, improved fluency in Spanish, an expansion of an empire, and the growing seeds of self-discipline, because I will make it so. Here's to a new year that will truly feel new. Not because everything changes overnight, but because I choose to change the way I approach each of your days. Sincerely, X.